all this I've done. Yeah, I've been able to do all this, build these 5 websites and do a lot of things without attending a computer school. Right now, you can fill a form and instantly you get a response with a letter from me. All this I learned without attending a computer school. And I understood that there are features online that you can use to achieve so much. What to do with them is not left for you. But learning those features depends on you too. The fact remains that nobody can do these things for you. You need to do those things yourself. And some of the things you need to understand is that you need to understand how to use Google Drive. With Google Drive, you can put your courses online, you can set exams, you can set questions, you can score people, you can invite people for your training. For those people that will be here to work as trainers, they will also need that. We'll teach you how to use that. And before you know what's happening, you are doing so much. But this evening, we are going to be looking at how to do your flyers, your logos, and logo, and your website. Okay, we'll be going straight to that right now. So we'll be talking more about ourselves later as time goes on. The feature we are using is the free Zoom feature. So if after the first 40 minutes, we are disconnected, don't worry. Immediately use the link, that same link, to come back. You come back to the class and you can continue. We can do that for 3 good times, and you don't have a problem. We can always create a new link for the next session until we complete our class. Okay, let's move ahead now. The first thing we'll be looking at is how to build your flyers and whatever. Most of us have dreams. We have plans. We want to do so much. We want to do a lot. But do you know that because of the fact that you can't do your flyer, you can't do your poster, you give people money to do it, they will disappoint you, tell you they are busy. Imagine you work 12 in the midnight, you have an idea of what to do. And along the line, you just discover that you need a flyer to do that thing and post it the next morning. But you cannot, because you cannot do a flyer. So you need to wait till 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning, go to your graphic artist and say, please, I need this, I need that. Sometimes you have to sit down there to tell them what to do. Sometimes after making it, they make a lot of mistakes. You have to correct all those manner of things. And in some cases, they will just tell you, sir, we are very busy. You have to wait till tomorrow to get your flyer. You can stop all that. You can forget about all that. If you see the flyers you've been finding from me, if you've been seeing flyers from Laplace Services, we do those flyers in-house. We don't go out to do our flyers because we've been able to understand how to use Poster My Wall to do flyers. Some people use Canvas, but what we'll be talking today about is Poster My Wall. And let's go straight. We'll not be wasting much time, because if you attended the class yesterday, which was repeated today, I gave you a video on how to use Poster My Wall and how to create an account with Poster My Wall and use it. So if you watch that video, I don't think you should have much problem this evening. But we are doing this evening just to get us to look at it one more time, face to face, and see how we can use this feature. So let's go straight to the screen. Poster My Wall. Okay. It's coming up. Please, I'm going to post the link. You already have the link in your PDF in the class we did yesterday. You have the link, you have the video. So if you've not watched it, probably it's because you've not been following the class. These things are there already. I posted all these things yesterday and repeated them today. Please make out time. It's for your own benefit. You cannot take a shortcut to these things. If you don't do it now, but there's nobody you can blame. Yeah. It's okay. So let's go ahead now. Now, Poster My Wall is a feature you can use to build your flyers, your certificates, so many things you want to do, including your videos and your logos. Let's go straight to logo first. We will not be spending much time here because we already have the video and everything to do Poster My Wall with you. This is just like a refresher course between yesterday and today. So I think we don't need to spend all the day on it. Now, after this, you are going to do your assignment. Everything we will be doing here will be practical based and based on assignment. And only those that do the assignment we will be working with. We will not force anybody, we will not ask anybody to do this or that. No, it's people that are working and following that we'll be dealing with. So if you don't follow the class, if you don't do the assignments that are given in the class, we'll assume that you are not interested and we will not want to force you. Don't forget that this program is free and we expect that people will take full advantage of it because you can as well go somewhere else and be paying 100 and something plus for this. Of course, I can also bet you that you can find somewhere where you have a full package all in one like this for you. Okay, let's go ahead. If you have others in the class, please encourage them to join the Zoom right now. Let's look at the logo. Let's take a logo first. This is a logo. This any logo we are going to use here. We're going to use it to create our social media handle for Facebook page. I want to believe everybody here have a Facebook account. Facebook page. We are going to create a social media handle for our Facebook page. Let me change my network to, okay. Sorry, just a minute. I want to change my network to something else. Okay. That will be faster for me. Okay. Just a minute. What? Please, if you are here, okay, we will start with our logo. We are going to design a logo here. And in the process of designing this logo, we'll be having another session tomorrow on how to create a social media handle, like a Facebook page and all that. Now, we are driving at something. We are driving at you starting your business. We are driving at you becoming a trainer online because we are going to start having people to do that. We are driving at you being able to set up your social media handles, particularly WhatsApp and Facebook page, so that you can start advertising your business and start doing your business. So when we create a logo now, we'll also create a flyer, we'll create a Facebook cover, and we'll save it. I will save it. I will be doing it. You are expected to do yours after this class. And tomorrow when we meet, we'll move on to create our Facebook page and WhatsApp. Please, all these things were sent to you during the class on the introduction to social media. So I expect that by now you should have crossed that part. If you've not done so, you have an opportunity to do that so that we don't have excuse for like, wow, I don't know what's happening. You need to know what's happening. Okay, let's go ahead. These are our logos. Yeah. You can choose from any of these. I always advise people when you come to Poster My Wall to do anything, always make up your mind what you want to do before you come to Poster My Wall. Otherwise, you see yourself wasting all your time because you will have so much to choose from that you cannot even select one particular thing. Okay, now let's take a logo. Let's take this for instance. We want to set up a courier company, or let's say a courier company or a training company. Let's put this, I'm just looking for the most beautiful. Okay, let's take this. The training company, okay? Want to say, want to go into training. Please, as you are doing this, be thinking about yours. If you can hear me, just type yes, please, so that I don't leave you behind. Type yes if you can hear me. Oh, very good, very good. I like that. Okay. Now, we want to build our logo for our new company. Please, nobody can stop you from doing whatever you want to do. You alone can stop yourself. So stop complaining that the Nigerian government is this, Nigerian government is that, blah, blah, all these kind of things. You're the one stopping yourself from moving. What you're going to get are loads of huge, huge information that can transform your life, even this night alone, if you decide to take that step. Yeah, if you decide to take that step. So whenever you see what we are doing here, please and please discipline yourself and tell yourself that this is the moment I need, and this is the moment I've been looking for. I cannot miss it. Okay, now I want to just do a very simple logo for my organization. Let me give my organization the name Africa Digital. Africa Digital. Now, well, you can see that this one is bigger than what we had there. So anytime you're online and doing something online, because you'll be seeing other features that are like this. This box tells you, if you see my cursor here, you see that it's showing an angle. If I pull it up, it's reducing the size. If I put it in the middle with the size of the hand, you can see the hand that's now an arrow. The cursor is now an arrow. If I put the cursor here, it becomes a hand. Now, you have to start getting used to how to use all these features. You can't start using it just one day. Like me, I stumbled on this and I've been using it ever since, and it has been helping me. Okay? Two, you cannot use your phone to do this. You can only use your phone to do some little adjustment here and there, but you cannot use your phone. Somebody asked me a question yesterday. What about those of us that don't have, what's it called? Laptops. And I said, look, I will answer that question. When I started, I wasn't having a laptop. What I did was I was always using a cafe, spending hours in a cafe. Most of the things I do now, I actually got them on a cafe, using a cafe. So please, not having a laptop is not an excuse for you not to do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do without even having a laptop. Just go ahead. Go ahead and start. Yeah, go ahead and start, and then you'll discover that you are where you want to be. Okay? So after using the cafe, when you're able to raise money, you buy a laptop. But before then, not having a laptop cannot stop you from moving ahead. That's the bottom line. Okay, we'll change this to training, Africa Digital Training Company. Okay, yeah. Then click here. This is a circle. The circle is dark. You might decide to change this. Come here and click white. Change it to white. We can also decide to click on this. Come here and also change it to white. Yeah. Then this two, we can change it to, maybe come here and change it to blue. Yeah. And this, we can change it to white. So we have a company here. This one, I'm expanding this to be bigger. Yeah. I can decide to also come here and put a line. If I come here, I'll go to shape and take this shape, click and add to shape. So our shape is going to come here. Okay. So this is our shape. I'm going to put it here just to add effect to the design. Yeah. Then come here. These white things are for you to do whatever you want to do. Take it up. If you have this Nigeria attitude of being in a hurry to complete something, please, it cannot work here. You must be very patient. By the way, I'm an artist. Yes, I'm an artist. And one of the things we do as artists is that we are very, very diligent in what we do. We can handle the most delicate thing and come out with it excellent. So you need to develop that attitude of being able to handle something delicately and come out with something excellent. Okay, so now we have our logo here. I can decide to change this background to, if you can see, there's no box inside the logo now. Now there's a box here, which means I can change this to any other color. I can change this to from blue to white. I can change this white to yellow or whatever. But I've removed it, I've clicked outside the box. So there's nothing on the box. So if you come to your right, you can't hear me, please check your audio, check your audio. I asked everybody to work on their Zoom since yesterday with the videos they watched, the video I sent. By now, you should have gotten over some of these little problems with Zoom. You have to move ahead. Just check your audio. Okay, that is Aderomu Falsat. Please check your logo, your audio. Okay, now my cursor is outside. If I click on this, I can change the color. See? I can change the color to dark blue. Yeah. So now we have an issue here. The issue is that the write-ups that are white will be transparent, but the ones that are dark blue will not be transparent. We can remove this if you want, or we can also leave it and stretch it like this. That is a background. If you like, you can remove it. Yeah, there's a background. Take it up a bit. Then this is another background again. You can remove it if you like. It's quite simple, so interesting, and so fun to play with. See? Now, that's it. So take this one here, stretch it back a bit. Now, that's it. So this can also come here to be equal to this. Then, yeah. That's just the side of the design. So we have our logo. You can also change this one to be orange. Sorry. Oh, sorry. This can be orange. Yeah. So we have our logo. Please, like I said, don't be in a hurry in whatever you're doing. Take your time. So now we have our logo. Tentatively, we can use this. Wow, this is a gift from Zoom. This is excellent. So I think we can ride on now. And ride on. Okay. Yeah. So now we are through with our logo. We are going to save this logo. The next thing we want to do is to download this logo. If you check down here, you will see a write-up here. They call it watermark. This watermark means that the logo was designed by Poster My Wall. Two things will happen. If we download it, we might be lucky the watermark will not be there. We might also download it, the watermark will be there. And if the watermark is there, we want to take off the watermark. We can either crop it off or pay for it. Now, if you're going to print this logo, I will advise that you pay for it. Just about less than $3, which is about 1,000 something. You have your logo, which means that when you decide to print your logo, it will come out very, very, very sharp. But even when it is free, if you decide to print it, it might not come out very sharp. Let's change this to white, sorry. So please take note of that. Yes, you might be lucky, it might be free, and it might not be free. So whichever way. I just feel I should change this to dark blue. Sorry, I like, yeah. I think it's better this way. Yeah. You can also change this one to white. Whichever way. You can change this one to white too. This Wow. So we have we have a different logo now. Aderomo, if you can't hear me, please get somebody to show you what to do. I understand your frustration that you are not following. I will try and do a video for this program, but try and get somebody to tell you what to do, because I think if you can't hear me from your end, others can hear me. Yeah, I understand you. So we have our logo, Africa Digital Training Company. Yeah. So now let's try and download this so that we can move on to something else. Please, Aga, just a minute. Like what I tried to explain to you, the basic is free. It might also come with the what is it called? Trademark, the watermark. But for it to be sharp for printed items up to flyer size and online use, $3. $3 is just like 1.5, less than 1.5. But you can also bear me witness that if you ask all these guys in their business center to design a logo for you, you will not be paying less than 5,000, some 20, some 50, some 100,000. They'll tell you in rough concept and all this. But in just a few seconds, we've done our logo. Look, let me tell you one thing. Don't allow anybody daze you to the point that you think that everything you want to do is so scientific, is so artistic that only certain set of people can do it. No, you and I are just here. We just sat down here and we just did our logo without anybody's help. I'm not a graphic artist. When I say I'm an artist, yes, I'm an artist, but I cannot use CorelDRAW. That's what I mean. I can't use CorelDRAW. But thanks to Poster My Wall, I do what CorelDRAW can do for me. And I don't need to go and beg anybody. I can wake up and create 5 companies and just go to CAC and register them, or start using them pending when I have one to go to CAC. So this evening, you must have your logo. Tomorrow evening, you must start your business, your company, because when we start our Facebook page, you must advertise your business. Then you start teaching. We must have to start doing something from tomorrow. Stop asking people for money. Stop disturbing people for money. Stop complaining. Stop saying, well, things are not working. Things are working. Just make it work for yourself. You have all it takes to work for you, and I'm going to show you all that. It's just left for you to say, yes, I'm ready to follow up and end all that. Okay, so let's, I can have some things here. Allow your audio by clicking. Okay, thank you, Mr. Olawale Olalekon. Thank you. Nope, is done on my poster, my wall. Chino, so I don't understand what you mean. Nope, is done on my poster, my wall. I don't know what you mean. Okay, okay. Esther, is this done on CorelDRAW? I'm just joining. No, it's done on poster, my wall. Please, for those people joining, don't pull us back with questions. Just wait, there will be time for question and answers, please. Let's just move ahead. As much as possible, I'll try to record it. Yeah. It's okay. So we'll move ahead. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's move ahead so that we don't get distracted. So I want to download this now. Let's move ahead so that we go to something else. I want to download this. This is no shortcut. Go to a cafe if you don't have a laptop to do these things. Okay. Let's open it and see if we are lucky enough not to have the watermark. Wow, 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 wow. Can we? Oh, so beautiful. See our logo. This is our logo. Wow. Let me reduce the size so that we can see. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful. I even love the logo too. And I think we don't have watermark here. I don't think we have watermark. Oh, Poster My Wall is so kind to us. No watermark. Yeah, there's no watermark here. So excellent. So we don't need to do anything. The only thing we do, we can also download and paste so that if we are printing this to be very sharp. So tomorrow I'm going to start my business by having my Facebook page with this. Now we have our logo. Let me save it as Africa Digital logo. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. So happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before we go ahead, let me come back to the class. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are enjoying every moment of this class. Even without showing you how to do your flyer, your poster, your video, I think with this alone, you should be happy enough that yes, you are a step ahead. Yeah, okay. Is there any question before we move ahead? Do you like the class? Are you enjoying it? Please, we need some few minutes to do this quickly before we go to doing our flyers. Yes, I want to hear your feedback so that I know that I'm flowing with some persons here. The feedback, please. This is the payment for every design, or is it, or it's for every design? Just 1,005 for one. I think it's cheap enough. It's cheap enough for you to move on with your dreams, to get something going on the internet. It's cheap enough. Yeah, good. Okay. Please, I want everybody to follow this class. Which site did you choose the logo? We use Poster My Wall. Let me go there, copy the link, post it for you. I also post it in the class. But I'm surprised I'm getting this question because yesterday we did a class yesterday and the link is there in the class we did yesterday. The links are there, the videos are there. So it means probably you didn't take out time to go through what we did yesterday. Please, if we go beyond today, you might not be able to catch up. You might just discover that you want to drop out. I don't use Canvas, so I don't want to talk about Canvas. I'm talking about Poster My Wall. You can try out Canvas. People use Canvas too. But I'm just restricting myself to what I use and I know has been working for me. Okay. How to make your posters, flyers, logos, and videos. This next time I will not do this. You have to go back to your training material and get these things. Yeah, because it clearly shows that what you did yesterday, you did not even bother to go through. So I'm just doing this for the last time. I won't do it again. How to make your posters, your flyers, logos, and videos. Okay. There's a link. I posted it. Oh, sorry. Okay. I just posted it now. You can have it. Yeah. Okay. Also, if it is paid, does it guarantee that there will be no watermark? Yes. I just mentioned it, that once you make a payment, there will be no watermark on your poster, your flyer, or your video. Video is more expensive to pay for. And that you can print your flyer or whatever. Just take it to where they print with DI. And your flyer will be so excellently clean and neat that you think somebody made it from abroad for you. Yeah. Okay. And you can print up to that same flyer once you pay, or that same logo, you can download it like up to 3 times. Yeah, you can download it up to 3 times. Thank you, Ode Wemwa. We are not enjoying the meeting. The audio is very poor. The connection is on and off. Wow. Don't worry. You will get a video for that. You will get the video, the recorded version. Don't worry. I promise you that. For the fact that you are even here at all and struggling with the connection, you'll get it. But others are enjoying it. Probably it depends on your network. And that is one other thing I need to advise everybody here. If you want to do anything digital, you want to make sure you don't get frustrated by network. Look for a good network. Look for a good phone. You can buy a second-hand laptop, no matter how rickety it is. But get a very good phone that is solid, get a good network, and get your generator standby in case of NEPA. If you stay in a place where NEPA is always on and off. Those are things you cannot run away from now if you really want to move ahead. Otherwise, you will be struggling. Too much struggle will be on your way, especially when you want to achieve this. And once you can achieve these things, it opens doors to so much for you, so much. Whether you're doing interview, whether you're working, whether you're doing your business, so much will be open for you. Okay? Is the payment amount determined by the size of the logo? No, no, no. Once it is not video, it is always $2.99, which is like $3. It's about 1,000 to 1,003. Whether you are designing poster, flyer, or whatever. Okay. Also, if it is paid, does it guarantee that there will be no watermark? I've answered this already. That there will be no watermark. In fact, during the class, I told you, once you pay, there will be no watermark. Sometimes you might even download it for free without paying, and there will be no watermark. But sometimes there will be watermark. And if you download it for free and there's no watermark, if you print it, it will not be sharp. But pen will make it very excellently sharp for you so that you can even print it in thousands of quantity and give it out to people. My audio is fine. Oh, excellent. Mike Abu. Great class. Thank you, Madam Taiwo Odemewa. Awesome, sir. Can I, on the basis of this knowledge, apply for graphic designer job? Well, let me tell you one story. My answer to you is yes and no. You are not a graphic designer. It's just that you are able to escape the bondage of our graphic designers. Sorry to say, if you are a graphic designer here, but you know how they tend to frustrate or create problems for you not to move ahead. I'll say no, because there are a lot of things in graphic design that you need to know to call yourself a graphic designer. And I will say yes, because there was this case. Before I knew about Poster My Wall, I used to give somebody in Kaduna my flyers to design for me. He charges 4,000, 5,000. This is about 5 years back. 4,000, 5,000. And I liked it because they were always fine, so beautiful, so neat. And I felt it was even better than what I was doing. Those of you in Abuja, you know, UTC or Mott Plaza, it was better than what I was getting from those guys. But when I discovered that there was a drop in business that period, so I was no longer using it. So within that period, I discovered Poster My Wall. I mastered it. I watched videos just the way you are. You are lucky you are sitting in a class. I'm talking to you. I never had that opportunity. My website, my Poster My Wall, everything you're seeing me doing today, I never had the opportunity of sitting in a classroom. I studied all watching videos, sometimes till 5 in the morning. From 10 in the night to 5 in the morning, I keep watching videos. So if you have an opportunity of somebody now doing this for you face to face, I think you need to hold it with 2 hands, because you are taking a shortcut. Now, when I was able to start using Poster My Wall, do you know one shocking thing? The guy is a graphic artist, so he told me. So the person that introduced me told me. I never asked him to do any other thing for me, but I know he makes t-shirts and other things. But I later discovered that most of the flyers he was doing for me were actually designs from Poster My Wall. So at that point, I can say, yes, you are a graphic artist. You can look for a job. You can look for a job because you can decide to say, okay, I'm sitting in my home and be designing flyers for people. There are people that need people to do flyers for them. You charge them 5,000, 3,000, 10,000, depends on who you are charging. Yes, so yes, you are a graphic artist, and no, you are not a graphic artist. It depends on what you want to do. So please, just be creative. You can sit down and from nothing, you can make money. People need people for almost everything. So now that you know how to do flyers and logos and whatever, if you have an idea, start thinking about it. Let it start flashing. Let it start flashing right now and start developing it. Okay, I watched it on YouTube using the link. Okay, you sent, but I want to find out if Poster My Wall can also be used to do complimentary cards. Excellent, you can use it. In fact, there are so many sizes you can work with. I will show you those sizes later. Thank you so much, sir. Please, I use Canva, but the size is always small. Well, like I said before, I know there is Canva, but today we are talking about Poster My Wall, and that's what I'm using. And I'm recommending to you. I'm not marketing for them. I use it, it works for me, so I just feel it should work for you. So use Poster My Wall and see the difference. Now, can you display the website you are using for today's class, bold or write it out, please? I don't understand what you're saying. I just did that now. I can't repeat that, please. Moreover, it was in the class yesterday. It was in the class today. I repeated the class today by 3 o'clock. Wow, I think we should start making effort to be part of this program. Otherwise, we can't be going back like this. Please, please, please. I can't do that now. I posted it in this class right now. And I told you it's the last time I will be doing it. I'm not being hard, but I think everybody should put in there. Just the way I'm putting in my seriousness into this, even when I'm not paid, I think you too, that actually needs it, should put in all the time and effort. Okay. I can't seem to hear anything said. Wow, Dr. Marsha, what's the problem? What's happening? Maybe the network. Don't worry. I think there will be an audio. The recorded version is that it's going to be a very long video. Okay. Thank you for the great job you are doing. Please, I will need the recorded video. Oh, okay. Yes, please, the recorded video. Everybody's asking for recorded video. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So let's move on and do, instead of a flyer, I want to do a Facebook cover, Facebook page cover. Now, for those of you that don't understand, I know most of you know what I'm talking about. You have Facebook account, but for your business, whether you have a church, you are an imam, or you have a business, or whatever you are doing, you are not supposed to be using your Facebook account. Create a Facebook page. We'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll be looking at Facebook page and how to use WhatsApp to market your product. Now, when you create your Facebook page, you will need a logo. We already have a logo here. You will need a Facebook cover, which we are going to do now. The way I do a Facebook cover is the same way I'm going to do a flyer. Now, let me give you an instance. I can change this logo to here, Facebook cover. I can choose it and change the size to Facebook cover. But that's not what we want to do. Okay, so let's go to Facebook cover. And one other thing you need to understand, the moment you sign into Post Time I Work, please create an account. The reason why you have to create an account is that when you create an account, anything you do, even if it is 5 years from now, it will be saved there. So let's look at this, for instance. These are all my designs. You can see it's saved here. If I come back tomorrow, next tomorrow, anytime, it will be there. Okay. So let's look at Facebook cover. So I'm selecting the background by the size, not by what I want to do. You can also decide to say, for instance, you can say medical. Okay. Medical will come up. So it could be different size, it could be video or whatever. You can actually do a flyer with video like this one. Once you download it after your editing, you pay for the video amount and you share it. It comes like a video. You can go add voice or add music or whatever to it. But because of time, we might not be able to do all that. And because of the cost, just start with the little you can start with. When you master it, you can move to this. The same principle and the same concept, but the cost is different. So, but now we chose this by profession. But I'm choosing the one we want to do by background or by size. So Facebook cover. Yeah. So I'm going to choose one that I think I like. And I want image, I don't want video. So I'll come here. I have to choose one good one. Like I said, most times you'll be lost as to which one to choose. Oh, there are so many, don't even know where to start from. Yeah, so many. So, okay. Even me, I'm beginning to lose concentration. Let me see. I saw one, the first page that we can just use. Let's use this. Okay. Yeah. This is our Facebook cover. So because this is Facebook cover size, you don't need to do any measurement or anything. Once you put it on your Facebook cover, your Facebook page cover, instantly it levels up there. So let's put this. We say this Africa Digital. Africa Digital. That's the name of our company. Says online training company or training company. The training company. Wow. Okay. This is this. you can also do something. You can stretch it. It is italic right now. Want to make it straight. Just watch. It's going to be straight now. Okay, straight now. Okay. I want to stretch it so that it will stretch from here to here. The same thing with the company. Let me stretch it a bit. Africa Digital. You come down here to line spacing. Line spacing means that you are stretching it. Yeah. Is there a question? Oh. Please, Aisha, is the network. I think, don't worry, maybe when you get the recorded version. So when you come down here, you just come to this, keep increasing it until you get to where you want to get to, okay? I want to do the same thing for this company. I want to stretch it so it to be the same length with the digital, Africa Digital. Let me shift Africa Digital in a bit. Then this company in a bit. Always make sure, I always tell people, if you see a design that you like and it's so beautiful and attractive, it is always advisable you stick to that design. Yeah. If the design was so beautiful and attractive, then you should stick to it. You can also use your buttons to move your whatever, your object left and right and up. So I want to space this now. You can see it's also moving. Yeah. Excellent. So maybe we should make this a bit brighter with this color. We can make it yellow. You think yellow will be okay? Yeah, okay. It's gold. Excellent. Yeah. So here you can have our phone numbers. I can put my phone number +2348037682756. Now I'm preparing my branding. You know, branding is another thing altogether that we studied yesterday. If you have a business and you don't brand it, people will be wondering, who is this one? What is this one doing? What are they into? But with your color, your background, and everything, you don't have to answer too much of this question. So email could just be Africa Digital @gmail.com. Okay. Address, let's just use Africa Avenue, Mitama, Abuja. Yeah. Okay, let's leave our address like that. Then logo, we need to have our logo here. You can see that now our logo is becoming very important for us. Now, remember I saved my logo on my desktop. I'll go to picture. I'll click add picture. And I'll come here and click. I already have pictures here anyway, but let me come here and click on add picture. This is our logo. So click on the logo, click open. It's opening. And when you finish, it will drop here. Excellent. So that's it. Yeah. Okay. So this is our logo, where it may be fine, it may not be fine. It's now left for us to criticize it. That is left for criticism. So all we know is that we have a logo now for the purpose of this training. We have a logo. So I want to do something, give you some effects. So I'll come here and put an edge effect. I'll put, let's put circle and let's see what it is. This is what it's going to give us. Do you like it? Is it beautiful? Okay. I'll need to get your response. Do you think it's more beautiful like this? Yes or no? I need your response. Yes, okay, fine, good, fine. Okay. Okay, very good. So now there's something else we need to do. We need to centralize everything here. You can Control A on your laptop. Let's click outside, then Control A on your keyboard. Once you click Control A on your keyboard, don't click on your mouse. Once it shows you the hand like this, and all the whatever I highlighted, just right click and hold it down. Don't leave your mouse and pull it down a bit. See? Pull it down a bit. If it is going to give us headache and change the whole design for us, what we can still do is go back to normal and click on this and hold it down, Control Shift. Okay, the logo is okay. We don't need to tamper with the logo, the position of the logo. We just click on the first one, Control Shift, hold it down. Don't remove your hand from Control Shift. Click on training company, click on this, click on this, click on the letter, click on the email, click on this, and click on this. So I can pull everything down together. In fact, I can even make it smaller. I can make it bigger. Wow. So now our design is centralized. Yeah, so we have our Facebook cover. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now you can see that in your room or in a cyber cafe, you are busy putting yourself together to reach the whole world. Don't you think people that are not here have really missed? They've really missed. So you now have a logo. Nobody is telling you you cannot do this business because you don't have a logo. You can put this logo on a letterhead. Don't worry, when we do Google Drive, you will see some other wonders that will shock you. I know Google Drive for most of us is just to save documents, but you'll be shocked that you can use Google Drive to do so much, produce documents, produce so much that you can say, you'll be telling yourself, wow, oh my God, all these years I have just been losing out, always waiting for the right time, not knowing that it has all been with me. Okay, that's it. So it's time for us to download our Facebook cover. Let's be sure that it's our Facebook cover. Let's go here. Let's resize it. Oh, sorry. Let's resize it. Facebook cover. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I hope everybody is following. You can see why your kids, your friends, your colleagues, your brothers and sisters should have been here. It is no longer just about designing flyer now. It's no longer just about designing logo. It's about putting together your business, whether you're working or not, whether you're a civil servant or not. Okay. Let me go back. Let me resize this and see. Okay, this is not resizing. I want to save first, then resize. Should be resizing. Let me just refresh it. Yeah, what's your question? Oh, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So I want to resize it to Facebook cover. Yeah, Facebook cover resize. Okay, this is the original Facebook cover size. So it means even the one that Poster Mawa gave us was a bit out of it. So we can rearrange all this. Okay. Yeah. Then we have all this. Our logo to be here. Then this, we have to stretch this. Yeah. So I'm going to pull this to make it bigger. Yeah, like this. Okay, this, stretch this. Like I told you, Now we have the original Facebook cover shape that will fit it straight into our Facebook cover tomorrow when we use it. So I'll just come here and extend this. Okay. So pull here to make it equal. So we have a perfect Facebook cover. Now, for your Facebook cover, if you have your, what's it called? Your watermark, you may not really bother, because when you put it on your Facebook cover page, part of those places will be covered. So you don't really need to stress yourself much about that. And it will be sharp enough since it's on your online, you're not printing it. If you're going to print this, you have to download it and pay the $3 so that it will be very sharp. So let's download this. We might be lucky. Downloads. Let's see. Oh, no, we are Nigerians. We like free things a lot. Like me, I like free things. I hardly pay anyway, because I hardly print. Almost all my works are done online, so I don't really need to pay. I just cut off that part and use it online and see sharp. Wow, very good, very good. So we don't even need to pay because it's without the watermark. So just a minute, please. Sorry, I'm back. So I'm going to save this now. Africa Digital FB for Facebook cover. So you also learn to abbreviate things so that I don't need to type too much. Yeah, I'm very lazy when it comes to typing. So I always use abbreviations. So I think we've gotten those two. And now we have our logo. We have our Facebook cover. And that. Let's go back to our logo. Probably we might want to make our logo round. Okay. This is our logo. You can come here. You see, that's the reason why I said you should have an account on Post Time I Work before you start anything, so that you can always go back to what you've done before. So now, sorry. Let's see. We have we might not be able to change this. Might not be able to change this. Let me see. Okay. We can't change this. So for now, it just give us this. That's okay for now. Yeah. So the next thing we'll be going to, what are you printing with? You print on paper, but I always tell people to print with DI. When you go to print, tell them you want to print with DI, high quality printing. You print on paper, it depends on the thickness of paper you want. If it's certificate, it could be on Concoro or any cards or whatever. Yeah. So we have these two already. Now, the next thing we'll be doing is that it's almost going after 8 already. So I think with this, we can stop here and go to look at how we can build our website. Because you also need these covers for your website and the logo for your website if you decide to build your website. But I must tell you that when you want to start your website, you don't need to rush anything. Even this one, you don't need to rush. You need to take your time. In fact, I advise people to use it like a week or 2 weeks, practice their hands on a lot of things, then they can now start doing flyers and logos they can use publicly. But if you are in a hurry and you are very, very serious, you can put in all your hours in one night and achieve so much, far, far ahead of somebody that has been doing it for 1 week. It depends on what you need. But don't rush it in such a way that you just come out with something that is haphazard. Okay. Before we go to our flyer, our website, I'll need to find out if you have any questions. If anybody have any question, please feel free to ask. Any question, please? I'm waiting for questions. We need the video. Well, that shouldn't be an issue. I think, first of all, you are in the class, follow the class, then the video can come later. Otherwise, I sent a video yesterday in the class, the same video that was even made by Poster My World themselves or whatever. I think that one should have even helped. But you see, maybe because we are doing it face-to-face, it's helping even more. So I think this class is very important. Definitely, you're going to get the video. Thank you, Urang Emmanuel. Unfortunately, I'm hardly seeing people's faces. Anyway, I understand that when you put on your video, it can affect your network. No problem. Yeah. You need other videos? Okay, no problem. Any clue for hijab logo? What is clue for hijab logo? I just taught you how to do logo, so it is not left for you to go and do your hijab logo. Thank you, Collins Ayuba. So Ade Romu Fausat Adepeju. Go and do your hijab logo. Get your pictures. Do your hijab logo. Try it like 5-7 times until you get what you want. Amaka Virtual, I joined late. Someone said the time was 8 o'clock. Yes. Someone said, but that person was not the class admin. It was not the admin of that group. I posted 7, and that information was for every single person in that class. So why would you now go and read somebody else's speech or comment when the one I posted was in that same class? You did not see the one I posted, but you saw somebody says his own. Sorry about it, but it's sad that I will take my time to do all I can to make sure everybody is okay. But I notice that people don't even read what I post most times. They just jump it. And it's not nice. Now, this thing would have been a walkover for most of us here if we had even gone through the video that we went through. I know we are very, very busy, very, very busy, but I can bet you that if you understand most of these things, those things that make you so busy will be cut down by 50% in most cases. Yeah. Okay. Please, how do you know that your logo or flyer is not same with others? Well, it cannot be the same. If you are not copying somebody's logo to make, then it cannot be the same. I don't know how two people that have never met in their lives will sit down without looking at each other's logo, do their logos, and it will be the same. Is it possible? It may just look alike as if they are close, but can never be the same. And logos are close. Logos look alike, but they can't be the same. Thank you, Yakubu Luka. Blessing Samuel, thank you. Amaka, can we do this design with phone? No, no, no. I said with a laptop. Which app do we need? I cannot answer that question, please. Amaka, go to the classroom yesterday or today. I posted every single information, even how to open your Facebook page. If tomorrow, please, before tomorrow's class, go and check the class of yesterday, which I repeated today, on how to create your Facebook page. Don't wait till we do the practicals because you might not be able to follow. You will find videos on how to create your LinkedIn page, your Twitter, your Instagram. All the videos are there. I posted everything, how to create an account and how to use it. So I think I've done everything you need. So asking me now for the app now, it's like asking me to go back to square one again, which I don't think is nice. Yeah, hold on, please. Okay, we can continue. What is it called? Zoom has given us a bumper, so we don't need to break. Can we do this design with phone? No, okay, Amaka, I think I've get to your issue, Amaka. Amaka, everything you need is in that classroom, all the videos and everything. However, for phone, I will repeat it again. Your phone can only be used to do some little adjustment. But for the best of result, please use a laptop, a desktop, or whatever. If you don't have, don't worry yourself. Go to a cafe, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Go to a good cafe with good systems. You are done with whatever you want to do. Does this cover the design of letterhead? Letterhead can be designed with the designs you make on Poster My Wall. Yeah. Let me show you something. Letterhead. So what letterhead do you need now? You can see thousands of letterheads here to choose from. Let me use this for instance. So this is a letterhead. You can put your logo here, remove all this, and put your whatever. Okay, I think it's as simple as it is. This is heaven for you. Nobody should just do you shakara anymore. If anybody do shakara for you, it's because you want people to do shakara for you. It's as simple as it is. Okay? Yeah. I hope I've answered your question. Um, oh. No. I can't answer anything about payment now. Please go and watch the video. You are taking us back. Thank you, Oppo A15. Yes. So Jugo Riqui, I think I've answered your question. Okay, thank you, Dot Matrix. I want to ask if the payment of almost $3 is for every design. Sorry, I can't answer that question. I think we answered it already. It's not nice when you, that is why I insist everybody should put on their video. Some people just come here, they don't follow the class, only to come, go and do something else and come back and see something and they just ask questions that we've already done already. It's not nice, please. You can go and watch the video in the class. I think we've done all this. Let's move ahead to something else. I want to believe that this class is for people that really don't have time, that really want to make use of their time to achieve as much as they are. Because honestly, you cannot have time to go and sit there in a classroom to be learning all this for a week or 2 weeks. So any opportunity you have now, please don't even give that opportunity to slip by. Okay? Thank you, sir. I will go through all the closely. Not read yesterday. Okay? Fine. So thank God you've not read it. Thank you for that. Just go through. I've done my part. How can I transfer a flyer created on my laptop to my phone? No. Please. That is for you to go and find out. Just go online, type it and ask the question. How can I transfer item from my laptop? I can't. That is not for us to do here. I'm not a software, whatever. Please, there are some questions we shouldn't be asking here. Please. Bukola, so sorry, I am just joining now. I was stuck up in traffic. Okay, you watch the video. Stanley, it's not for everything. Okay. You have downloaded all the videos from yesterday's session, but I haven't been able to visit Poster My Wall. I wanted to ask if Poster My Wall. No. Please go and do that. Mr. Stanley, go and do that, please. You are making me look as if what I sent to you is not important. It's important. If you have gone through, you will not be asking this question now, please. And moreover, we dealt about it today. We need tonight video. Okay, okay, let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Now we are going to look at how we create our website. We're going to use Wix. I need to let you know one thing. First and foremost, you cannot do your website in one day. Even me that is doing my website, I've been doing it for quite some time now. I can't do a website in one day. In fact, it is going to be extremely strenuous to even try it. So for you that has not even tried it before, you need to understand that you need to put in some time to be able to do a lot of things. The video I sent to you is quite elaborate. Please go and watch it. What we are going to do here this evening might not be able to cover everything that you need to know. Like I told you, I learned how to build my website myself by just watching videos. But I can also tell you that it took me almost 2 years to perfect everything. Up to now, I'm still adding new revelations, new knowledge I have on building my website. Now, let me take you to some I've just built. This is, I'm sure all of you know this. This is Plage Services. This is my own company's website. Yeah. Yeah. So you can actually click on this book from my site. Yeah, it's loading. You can see it's loading. Yeah. And you can start reading. Actually for free. Just keep reading. Yeah. How to start an NGO. Yeah. But you know, you can't download it. You can only read it on my site. Yeah, you can also go here and study this. Contract manufacturing. It's an excellent course that I advise everybody to go and read. You can study it for free here, very, very free. You don't need to pay a dime. But if you need a certificate or the PDF, you have to pay to download it. Okay? Yeah. So, this is the course. Study for free how to start and manage a cooperative. So what I'm just telling you that this is my website. This program was held late last year. For people that wanted to attend, it was a program in Belgium. We were chosen as partners by this organization based in Germany. This is the largest gathering of NGOs in the world. It's held every year. So if you are interested, just get set. All of us might decide to go to Belgium this year. I'll just apply for you, apply to our Plage Services. Okay, that is that. This is the other website. Oh, really? Oh, so sorry about that. Team Tubomu. I'm just getting to know that now, please, please. Oh, so sorry about that. Don't worry. Next time, I think we'll have to find a way to adjust that. Yeah. Okay. Sanusi, I don't think I like what you just did now. Don't be posting this kind of things in my class next time. Please, anyone with the video posted yesterday should repost it in the group. Don't do that next time, please, please. I am the admin. If you have a problem, ask. If you were not in the class yesterday, it was posted 3 p.m. today. All the lectures we are taking. If you don't find it there, it's because you are not interested and you didn't want to follow the class. Please don't post this kind of thing in my class next time. Otherwise, I might not have a choice than to exit you. I don't like things like this. This is not a marketplace where you say anyone. We should all have respect for each other and let's respect our privacy. Okay. I think I made all my effort to repost the whole thing today. And if anybody is asking to find that they need it today again, I think there's a problem somewhere. If you came in after I reposted all that, you can also get in touch with me, the admin. Okay, this is another, this is my NGO. Actually, I work with this NGO. And by God's grace, I did this website for them. And yeah, most of us don't know that. Sorry, I don't want to go there. Okay. This is actually the Emir of Kano. It's our national grand patron. It's our vice president. For some of you that think, oh, it's only Mr. Sazeda that has been talking about YFSD. If you come to YFSD, this is a legal advisor. She has a chambers in Lagos. Yeah, these are members. So you can reach them. Yeah, you can see them. Okay. So we have a lot of people here in our NGO. So I'm just taking a part of what we are doing in the NGO. Okay, that is that. Then let me show you one again. Okay, this is another one. It's for Article Care Foundation. I actually did this. So you can see, wow. So there are so many of them like that I've done. Now, what I'm trying to let you know is that you cannot be held captive. Okay, you just joined this evening, Sanusi. Next time when you join things like this, please search for the person in charge and put your message across to him. My duty here is to make sure every single person succeeds, no matter when you join. Probably you just saw the advert this evening, and because you have interest, you join. You must succeed. You can't lose out. But don't throw it to everybody. We don't do things like that here. I will answer you when we get to the class. Please either private chat me or post it in the group and say, my name is Sanusi Taiwo. I came in so time. I need this, sir. Please, can you help me? Or I need your support on this. And I will answer you. I bet you. Thank you. Okay, so now those are the websites I just did. I'm just trying to let you know that your website is your office. Most of you don't even know if I have an office. You don't even know where my office is. You are not even interested in it. But because you know I have a website, you've been to my website, you've seen things I do, you are comfortable with me. I also need to let you know that you must not have an office to start your business. We will come to that area of business later, maybe a day or two from now, we'll discuss that. Business networking, business discussion. Nothing should stop you from starting your business, not even an office space. Thank God COVID-19 has taught us a lesson. It taught us a lesson that you can sit in your house and work. Facebook workers are at home. Most European companies, their workers are at home, working from home. So why can't you start your business from home? Okay, let's go to our site now. Wix.com. Sorry, Wix. Yeah, this is Wix. The same thing, the videos are there. The videos are there. I posted them yesterday. You can go back there and watch. Okay. So when you come to Wix, you don't need to pay any money for now until you finish building your site. It was when you want to put your domain or your hosting plan, you start thinking of making payment. You can pay monthly, you can pay yearly. For me, it's a bit more expensive than the website that a lot of people do for us. But the big advantage we have here is that The big advantage you have here is that you can build your website yourself and not be under anybody's control. What I mean is this. Most of us that have paid for website, you can tell me your experience. I'm sure some of you will say, wow, after paying, I couldn't get my website, this and that, blah, blah, here and there, here and there. So many disappointments. Sometimes to even manage your website, after building your website, you cannot even put something on your website. You call and call and call, they'll tell you they are busy, they travel, they are this, they are that. And that's the more reason why you need to do it yourself. If you don't do it yourself, you'll be in a big problem one day. Number two, you can wake up 2 in the night and update your website with whatever you have. If you just have an idea, you can do whatever you want to do with your website. It's all yours. You can keep upgrading your website on daily basis, depending on how much you study on how to use all the features. So let's go to the screen and see what you can do. But like I said, we have this video in the course that took place yesterday. I'm going to send you the PDF. By tomorrow, hopefully, I will send you the PDF. But just scroll back in the class and catch up. For those people that just joined, ask me questions. I will send you videos of specific areas that you missed, pending when you get the PDF. Okay. Okay. Let's get started. Since you are doing this for the first time, you need to create an account. If you go to any website for the first time, whether Poster My Wall or wherever you go to, someone will ask you to create an account. This one says sign up. Others will say register. They're all the same thing. You must first of all create an account for the first time. I don't know why Wix is bending me here. It is too much in a hurry. Okay. I want to use somebody's account to open this. So who can volunteer a website? I mean, an email. First person to send an email we can use is our email to start. Yes? Oh, I saw. Oh, so many. I think let me go use the first one. I saw her. Coincidentally, she's my sister. So I'm not doing partial. That's the first one that dropped. So I'm using that. It's okay. I've gotten the email I want, except how does it work? Okay. Yeah. Then I'm expected to post it here again. So it will be I saw her. If I already have an account with them before, I just click here and click on login or sign in. So I saw her for I saw her at gmail.com. Okay. So my password, pick a password such that you can easily remember. Yes. You see here, they said one of the letters in your password will be capital letter. You have a special number like all these as, signs, and or at. Then you should have lowercase. They have a figure. Then not less than 8 characters. So let's start. You can say I saw her. So the first letter started with capital letter. I saw her. For I saw her. Oh, sorry. I saw her. Okay. I saw her for I saw her at. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we can leave it like this. 0 up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it should go. It should go. So we can repeat it again. I saw her for I saw her. 1, 2. Oh, sorry. 1, 2. Assign. I think they are both the same. So now let's click. I saw her for. So I hope you've seen the. You have seen the password. Please take note of it. What is it telling us? Okay, they want it to be longer. You can see. They want it to be longer, or did it go? Get started. Oh, okay. I think it went through. So fine. So I saw here. Let me send your password. Please take note of it. You can decide to change it later. Yeah. Sorry. I saw here. For so here. Okay. Yeah, that's a password. So we can skip all this. Skip. Keep. Okay, let's say Africa Digital. Yeah, that's the name of our website. Yeah, okay. Skip all this, don't worry. Now let's come back to all this later. Okay. Have we created a website before? Can skip all that? Of course, no. Now, come here, choose a template. Yeah. Let's just go do something very simple. Let's look for a very simple site. Let's use this. First of all, let's see the website. If you're able to be proficient enough, you can build this website where you can start selling things online. Yeah. So I'll just show you some few things to do while you go and do the rest yourself. You need to put in all your time and effort. The only thing you need from me now is just to let you know that these things are possible. They are there. You can use them. Any other thing, you might not really need me. You need to do your homework, watch your videos, try your hands yourself. Okay, so let's start from this. Okay, I think this website is beautiful. So let's use it. Let's edit this site because we like it. Just like poster your wall, please, anytime you have a site, poster my wall, a flyer, a logo that is beautiful and fine and attractive enough to attract you, stay close to that design. The same thing, if you come to Wix to build a website, please stay close to your design. If you see a website template that you like and it's so beautiful, stay close to it. Everybody that you see around building website, they say they're using coding. Yes, you have coding, HTML, all that blah blah. You must be a computer guru and all that. Yes, I agree with you. But for this is for you and me, you and I, that don't know how to do coding. They can build our website. Those of them doing coding and everything, they also get templates to work with. They go to Glue for templates, some buy templates and work with. Here you already have the templates. The only difference between you and them is that they use coding, they're not using coding. But you still get everything you need. Okay, just wait, it's loading. Okay. So while it is loading, if you have any question, feel free to ask, please. I think the next Zoom class we are going to have, I want to believe you will not allow your friend in that WhatsApp group to remain there. You want everybody to be on Zoom. You can see what they are missing. I wonder how they're going to sit down to watch a video for how long. They have to watch anyway. They have to watch anyway. Okay. Is any question as we are going on before we go ahead? Any question? No question? Okay, let's continue. It's still loading. I think the network is a bit poor. If you have Any question, you can type it while we are waiting for the Zoom, for the website to come up. So these are things we are going to change, and this week's only a desktop software or the Android version is available. No, you can. Okay, I don't understand your question, but if I want to understand, if I want to answer your question, I want to answer it from two ways so that I can take care of your question. Probably if I'm wrong on the first one. Number one, you can't use your phone to build the site. You must use a laptop or whatever. Yeah. You can't use your phone. You have to use your laptop or desktop. Number two, when you are building your website, you have a desktop, an Android version or a phone version, a mobile version, and this is it. We'll come there. You'll see it. Don't worry. Mr. Mike Abu, what's the cost of maintaining a website yearly? Well, like I told you, mine is more expensive. If you want to pay for a year, which comes with a domain name, you'll be looking at around sometimes $25, $40. Yeah. $25, $40, $30, depends on the dollar rate and depends on the promo. But you can also pay monthly. You will see all those things there. Don't worry. I think it's part of the videos that I sent yesterday. Please, all of us should try and watch those videos. You cannot make much effort without watching those videos. No, you can't cut. There's no two ways about it. Because I cannot sit down in a week. If I want to teach you how to do this in a week, we'll still be talking about the website. So I'm trying to put everything together within a short period of time. Okay, we are still waiting for it to come up. This is our classroom. What's happening here? Let's see. Somebody is already asking question here, 841. Okay. Only a desktop app. I don't understand your question. Shared draft. I'll come to that. Wow. Okay, let me see. Okay. Good luck. What's happening? Let's refresh this and see. It's taking some time, right? I hope it will open now. Okay, I hope you are enjoying the class and what we are doing. I hope it's making a lot of sense and making a lot of impact too. Thank you. Yeah, we spent a lot of time and it's worth it. It's worth it. Yakubu Luka, thank you. Let's check our site if it's okay now. Okay, excellent. Those of you that followed me on Poster My Wall, it's basically the same principle, just that in this case, we are going to see more technical things to do. Not really technical, but you need to understand them. I beg you to go back to that video. It's not just about pasting pictures and whatever. There are more other technical things that anybody can do. You don't need to be a technical person to do it, but you need to watch the video, know how to work on those things. First of all, let's come to this design. I think we can put our logo here. I want to take off this. Let me take this off. Let's go to this plus signs. We tell you to do anything you want to do, your menu, your social, which is your social media apps and everything, they're all here. So I want to put an image, which is our logo. Let's go and get our logo from our desktop. It's loading. Ready? After this class, if you cannot put yourself together to start doing your business like any big international multinational, you're on your own. Yeah, we'll call you back after my class. No? So if you cannot do that, you're on your own. Okay, now I want to put my picture, upload my picture, come here. Go to desktop. Go to our logo, pick it. So this is our logo. Usually I like taking off all this so that just put it just there, doesn't matter. Yes, our logo. It's our logo. Okay. Just like poster my wall, put my cursor here, pull it down. Yeah. Right, you maintain the same shape. Then take it up here. Then bring it up here. Yeah. So that's our logo there. Now we are on the home page. Every website must have a home page. The first place you go to on a website is the home page. Except if I give you the link to another page, then fine. If I give you the link to industries, they take it straight to that place. Okay, let's change this picture. See, this is a column. I want to change the background. This is the background. You can choose for image on which you have unlimited images to choose from. You can also buy from Shutterstock. Just pay and get something. So let's say categories. You can look at, let's say architecture. Then let's pick any of these. And let's use, I'm just confused. I don't even know what you want to choose. There are too many here. So beautiful pictures to use. Wow. Let me see. Okay, let's just go for the sake of this class, so I don't waste time. Let me just go and use this. Yeah, or this one. It's more like a training room. Let's use this. Yeah. So our picture has changed. Yeah. But I think personally I don't like the picture. Let me just get something else. You can also get pictures from, yeah, if you don't want to go into all that. Yeah. or I just want something. Let me use this lady. Okay, about to change. What went wrong? Okay. So let's go back again and change this. One thing you need to learn to do when you're doing this is you need to be very, very patient. Knowing quite whether anything you're doing, thousands of people will be watching. I'm having an issue here. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. I think this makes more sense to me. So, what was the question? Permission to leave. Okay. Oh, very good, Michael. Okay. Yeah, you will come to that, please. NX. When it comes to, there's nothing there's no way you cannot pay. You have to pay. These people are offering services. But the good thing is that you do not need you don't need somebody. You don't need to be at the mercy of somebody to get this done. You can do it yourself. Okay. So if you click on these two, double click on it, it will highlight. Then you just type training services. Training services. Okay. Then come here. Your website is already taking shape. We remain the best in Africa digital digital learning. Okay. If you want to make progress in the digital world, come study with us. Let's just leave it there, make it short so that we don't waste much time. If I click here, to take us somewhere, you see this, anytime you see this sign of a chain on the website, on the internet, it means there's a link. We'll come back there soon. Let's just go down. Our services. We provide the best of customized digital training in Africa. It's actually becoming a website I can try to sell. Okay. Yeah, we can change this to maybe social, maybe social media. Social media. Social media. Okay, yeah. Digital communication. Okay, let's say this. come here to make it 25 so that then still overlapping with the 24. Okay. Yeah. Then here you can put here maybe website design. Design. Am I right? Okay, design. Yeah, okay. Then just put your write-up here, maybe learn all you need to know about social media. Okay. Digital communication is a key to team management. I'll call you back, sir. Let me just read my class. I'll call you back. Yes. The team management. I'm actually just doing this just to cover the website design. Start building your website with our specialized training. Okay. Plus more, we'll look at this later. You can see. Always make sure that all your teams align, they align with themselves, and that they are just in the same line with others, so they are not, don't overlook anything. Yeah. Then we can take this one off. Let's assume those are the 3 courses we offer. I can take this off. Yeah, I'm deleting them. Yeah. Okay. If you put your cursor here, you see there's an arrow showing. Hold it down, then you pull this up. Pull this up. Now you move to the next page, testimonial. I'm a testimonial. Somebody will just say, okay, I studied digital communication with Africa Digital and was satisfied. Okay, so this is the name of the person that made that speech. I'll put your name there. Ready to find out more? Get to learn more about what we offer. Okay. Then the next critical place we are coming to, I don't know this space. I think we might just decide to cover this space. Yeah. Up to this space. Yeah. Then you bring your yes. Okay. Contact us. You have your streets. Let's assume this is our street address. You can use that. Let's assume this is our email. And this is our phone number. You can change this. 2022. Say okay. 2022 Africa Digital. Simple. Yeah. Now for this, you can come here and just say, always follow, anytime you're online, there's something you need to do. Always follow your lead. Plus sign means add elements. This one means layout. What is the layout? Layout of this. This one says design. Click on it. Always ask yourself, go and experiment. You are not spending money. You are not putting money here. So nobody is charging you. Experiment. Keep experiment. In the process of experiment, you'll be discovering a lot of things. If you experiment on 2-3 sites, when you are ready to build your site, it is just at a go. Then form setting. Go to your form setting. I think you need to go and discover this yourself. You put your email. Yes. Set up email notification. You see the name here. So it's already a SOHE for a SOHE. So any email you send now from this site will be going to her place. So that's settled. Okay. Okay. Our services. And then, okay, let's look at the mobile version. Somebody talk about mobile version. Yeah. Skip this. So this is the mobile version of our site. Some things are missing from here, like the vector. What is that vector? Okay. The container. What container is that? Okay. Container box. I want all these things to show. Yeah. I want everything to show. Container box. Then this. So our logo is here. Our menu is here. If I send this to your phone now, this is what you will see. Okay. So this place, we have to scroll it. Okay. That's what up us. Okay. So this is our website. Let me preview it and see. Let's preview it and see. This is assuming we are using our phone now, right? Okay. This is our menu. Why choose us? So these are places we have to edit. We'll come back here. Go back to our menu. Our services. Yeah. We've worked on this part. Okay. Yeah. We can't work on everything tonight. Industries, we've not worked on that part. Yeah. So we can work on this later. Maybe it's an assignment for you, Madam Esoye, to go and complete. Contacts. Contacts. This, we have to work on that. This is the contact. Okay. Let me set this. So back to editor. Click on that. Yeah. Show me here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this one will come down. You can do the setting later. Anyway, this is what we have. So let's go to the desktop version. Whenever you set your desktop, always go back to your mobile. Very important. So we have saved it. If you want to see this website, we'll publish it. Now, we want to adjust some other things in other pages. So we'll go here. You see home page, home page. So let's go to the next page. Why choose us? You come here, edit, or you want to edit. It's just plug and play. I think the only thing I need to show you now, I need to show you something. Let's go to home page that we've worked on. Every page on the website is unique. Let me take, for instance, this. La Plage. I'm not typing the website now. La Plage services. Typing it on Google. Click enter. Okay. First, this is our website. Don't forget about all this Google something. This is our website. We are the most creative digital and on-site educational resource providers. Our unique learning and educational delivery method remain one that has gained whatever. So keep going. So we are so popular that even the one in France is the last thing about Laplace services. Yeah, you can't even get Laplace services. You can just Laplace, okay? Laplace services is actually the French word. Confirm.ng. I don't know how this one got here. I don't know how this one got here. But a lot of companies will be going after your site to check what you're doing. Okay. What I want to show you is this write-up. Now, let's go to our site so that we can round up for the night. We are on the home page. If you check, I'll come to manage pages. I've worked on the home page. I'll come to setting. You must set every page. Hide from the desktop. No, I want it to appear on the menu. Then go to layout. This is the standard layout. If you click on no header or footer, it is be like those kind of adverts you see on social media about one medicine or one drug. After reading everything, you click on it, it take you straight to a website. There's no header, no menu, no nothing. That is what this will do for you, but that's not what you need. Permission for everybody. You can actually put password of the members alone. That is, you can come to that later, much later. Let's do the basic. SEO, search engine optimization. Now, Home Africa Digital. That thing you saw on my site, written there, that is the home page. If you want people to start seeing that on your site too, when they type your website on Google, this is what you do. Just say Africa Digital is the ideal digital learning center for you. Okay, so once they type Africa Digital, this is what will come out. It's really their homepage. And that's all. Share, social share. Let's put our logo here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And that's all. We can come to the advanced points later. So we'll go back. And let's publish our site, even though it's not complete. But before we publish it, there's something I want to show you quickly. When we create our Facebook page, if I double click here to open something for me, if we create our Facebook page, all we just need to do is go to our Facebook page, pick it up. Let me take my own Facebook page and put here so that you see. Facebook page. It's my Facebook account, not page. I want to take the Facebook page and put there so that oh, sorry, I'm using my wife's laptop. I forgot. Okay, I can use any Facebook page. I can use Plage services. Okay. Yeah. I can copy it. I want us to see if it will work or not. I come here. This is Facebook. I'll change it and paste it here. And you click here, paste it. Once you click it and it opens, come here. You see website, click it on website. If it is email, you click and put email. So this is a page. Enter. Then let me save it and let's try something. Okay, done. Okay, let's publish our page. Yeah. So now that you've published your page, let me get the link so that you can go there and see for yourself. View site. You should share this site to anybody, any part of the world. They will see your page. You can actually use it like this as your website without paying. for free. But Wix will be having their advert all over, all over. Yeah, they'll have their advert all over. Okay. Let's check. This is a live site now, but I'll show you how to pay so that you don't have Wix in the middle. You don't have to put Wix there for you, because now it's not carrying Esohe for Esohe.com. But when you pay for domain and hosting, you select the name you want to use for your website. Maybe it will be africadigital.com or africadigital.org. Now, this is the Facebook page we've worked on. Let's look at it. We didn't touch this once. Let me click on it. Let's see what it takes us to. Voila. That's it. So there's no magic. There's nothing mysterious about all this website. The funny thing is that they are there on your fingertips. They are there on your hands. What to do with it now is left for you. I've showed you my own. The next thing, we have a target of developing 100 teachers. Yes, 100 teachers nationwide that will start teaching online. In fact, we want them to start teaching online before the end of this digital marketing program. They will start teaching and start making money. If you are interested, please just prepare yourself to be part of it. If you know people in the group, in the class that are interested, tell them to wake up. This is not just a joking matter that is just one of those trainings. No, it's beyond that. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to our website. So this is our website. Let me send the link to the WhatsApp group so that everybody will see what you've done already. Well, okay. After creating a website, why do you need to publish it? You need to publish it so that it will become live. Whatever I'm doing here is just the editor. I'm in the editing part of it. I'm in the back end. Nobody sees what I'm doing. This website can be running live. Whatever I'm changing here, nobody will see. And if you don't publish it, all the changes you make here will not show. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So let's continue. I think we've done a lot with this website thing. So you can start from here. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mike. You can start from here. You see how far we've gone. So beautiful. You can come here and link this to another page. For instance, just come here and just go to the link. To bring you here, maybe to another page. See, like here, it has chosen a page to link it to. Why choose us? Simple. And once you click on publish, if you click here on the publish site, it will take you there. Okay. Thank you very much for now. Okay, let me copy this so that you can go and see for yourself. There's a chat. Thank you, Omoefe Glory. Experimental website designed. Okay. Yeah. So all of you can click on it and see how far we've gone. Yeah. I'm posting it in the WhatsApp group. You can also see how far we've gone. Those of you that didn't join the class. It failed us. How did it fail you? I don't know. Yeah. You can see the website showing there. It's already, you can see the image you put. You can see where it's showing now. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's it. Yeah, so you've all seen it. So at least 40 of you shouldn't be complaining tomorrow that Nigeria has a problem. Yeah. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've done justice to this. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Thank you, Tony Solebo. Thank you, Justina. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Yeah. So we'll be in the class for the next 2 weeks or so, the 29th. If you know anybody in that WhatsApp group, please advise them to wake up and take their destiny into their hands. They shouldn't wait for the federal government. They shouldn't wait for anybody. The digital environment is there for them to be so free to do whatever they like. They might even decide not to be, you might decide not to be dealing with Nigerians as long as you're online. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, Onyechere Paul. Yeah, what's your question? Thank you. So I saw you now have a website. Go and complete it. Yeah. Onyechere, I'm waiting for your question. Yes. Thank you, Leo Aslam. I'm waiting for your question, Onyechere.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
That I just not quite make.
Okay, your audio is bad. I will advise you just type your question. I will answer it. Just type your question so that we can close. Your audio is bad. I can't even hear you.
Okay.
Oh.